my name is Patricia, also known as Godzdesign, here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. So today is going to be a all drugstore makeup tutorial. I really want to do something that was very beginner friendly. Just gonna learn how to use, one product for multiple uses, one brush, multiple uses, things like that. So you can help to save money. Now, there are plenty of other things you can spend your money on rather than makeup. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into it. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, guys. So we're gonna get started. And two things I want to do first is I'm going to use a little bit of Carmax, and then I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my skin. I'm going to be using the Derma E Hydrating Serum with hyaluronic acid. Let's go with that. By the way, guys, you can find this serum at Target. Okay, so the next thing I typically do is go ahead and prime my face. I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, which is one of my favorite drugstore primers. So next I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Professional Eyebrow Pencil. I use this product when my other stuff sort of run out, so I just like having it like laying around just in case I run out of something and I didn't get a chance to get to the store to get it. So it's a decent product from the drugstore, and so it has like this brush tip, and what I like to do is just sort of run that through my brows. Y'all see this big mark that I have here? I had a really bad pimple right in here. Just going to, as you guys can see, I have like really full brows, and so I don't need to do much to them. This is very awkward doing this on camera, very awkward, but I'm gonna try to work through it. But I just lightly go through and fill them in. What's most important to me is really coming around the edges to help define the brow. Make sure that the product that I'm applying kind of looks like hairs, you know what I mean? So I'm not the one to go like this, but rather short, quick strokes. And once I'm done, I sort of run the brush through it one more time, just to get everything blended. And then to define the brow, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. I need a new one, as you guys can see. Just take a little bit of this product. Yeah, number 30, color name is Cafe. Run it under my brows. This is so awkward, guys. Let me tell you guys what I'm dealing with right now. I'm dealing with the viewfinder, the mirror that's in my hand, and also my computer screen, which I'm using as like a larger monitor so I can sort of see what I'm doing. So you'll see me switch from here to there to down here, and then also to the mirror in my hand, guys. I'm trying to work this out. You guys really like the makeup tutorials, so I'm gonna try to keep on doing them. And this one I'm really catering toward newbies because there's a lot. It can be very overwhelming, and so I know some guidance is like helpful. So, and a lot of you guys are newer to makeup, I've seen, based on like how you guys comment on the videos and stuff. So I'm just trying to put something, a little bit of something for everybody, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm just putting a little bit here on the top. Typically I don't like to do this because I find it really hard to blend this out so that it looks natural, you know what I mean? I hate that halo look, I can see a halo. The brush that I'm using is a brush by Sonia Kashuk. If you're looking for brushes in the drugstore, a good place to start is Sonia Kashuk, and also Real Techniques. And then finally the Up and Up brand by Target, which is their brand. Those brushes are good too. So if you need some brushes but you don't want to spend an arm and a leg, and then you don't want to buy online because you're not sure of the quality, those three places are a good place to start. I don't want to even see what my setup looks like right now. It's so funny. People like to get on people about YouTube not really being a job and stuff, but if you guys, let me tell you guys, actually let me start on the foundation before I do that, before I get into the ranting. Don't judge me on this. Don't judge me on this, but this is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I did a video on that. Check it out for sure. This one is by the CoverGirl Queen collection, and it is the Flawless 3-in-1 foundation. It is so jacked up. Clearly I use it. Y'all see? I use it. This is like my foundation of choice to go to work. So it has a pump, but I can't pump any product out of it. Can I? Ooh, maybe I can. But it was getting so low that I couldn't pump any product out of it. The past few days I haven't been able to get any product to come out of the pump, but look, apparently I did this time. So what I've been doing is scooping it up out with the back of it. Is that ghetto? Don't judge me. Y'all know y'all do this. Listen, I'm trying to get every drip drop of this foundation. Guys, this foundation is beautiful. You guys will see it here in a little bit. Can I give you guys like a quick tip? Don't use a lot of foundation initially. Build, always build. Build in the places that you need it. And then the other places, leave it alone. It kind of irritates me when I watch tutorials and people just pour all this foundation on the face to the point where it's just so wet they have to wait for it to set and all that. No. Put like a thin layer on and then a little bit in the places that you need some more coverage, okay? It gives it more of a natural look that way. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this Sigma flat kabuki brush, the F80, and I'm gonna be using the Derma E Hydrating Mist. And it's basically the mist version of the moisturizer. I'm just gonna spray the brush a little bit. I find that this helps to move the foundation, whatever foundation that I'm using, a little bit better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start patting initially just to get the product distributed in the section that I'm working with. And then after that, I just start blending like this. Y'all see how beautiful this foundation, oh, guys, like, I'm telling you, this thing is beautiful. By the way, my color is Almond Glow, okay? Almond Glow. Right, so I'm gonna go back to my rant. What was I ranting about? Before I turned on this camera, I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to make my computer a monitor so I can do better when it comes to focusing, like to make sure that I'm crisp, because I'm using good equipment, but I just feel like I struggle with everything being in focus. To me, it'd be better so that I'd be able to see. Like, this viewfinder is good, but the further away the camera is from you, obviously I'm gonna have trouble seeing. So I spent like about 2 hours before I started recording this video, just trying to figure out how to do that. It wasn't working because the software was old and I had to update the software, download on my computer. Guys, it was too much. Okay, so you guys see where I am as far as coverage. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I need a little bit more coverage here where I have the acne scar and a little bit on my cheeks. So that's what I do. Everywhere else is cool in my opinion, so I add a little bit here and then a little bit here. Actually this too, I burned myself a long time ago. There, and the mark just never went away. If you guys have any tips on how to get rid of like dark marks, let me know, because my biggest struggle as far as skin on my face is really not acne anymore, instead of like the occasional breakout, but more so, I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side too, but more so just the dark marks. So let me know if you guys have any like tips on that, of what products to use or whatever. Next, we're moving on to concealer. The concealer today that I'm using is Maybelline's Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer, and the color that I'm using today, what color is this? I don't even know what the color is. 40 medium. Okay, so this is a little light. It's a little on the lighter side for me, but we're gonna make it work. Put a little bit over there and a little bit over here. Ooh, guys, that is light. That is light. So what I'm gonna do is start distributing it with my fingers. Just want to remind you guys that your hands are always an option for you when it comes to makeup application, whether it's for foundation, whether it's for concealer, and honestly the warmth of your finger really helps to blend. It gives this really nice finish. This is lighter than I typically use for every day. I'm just gonna run it here in my T-zone area just to add a little bit of brightness too. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-Hour Powder, also from the drugstore. I bought mine at Walmart, I believe. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set this concealer right here. So it's a little bit darker than the concealer, so it's kind of toning down that concealer a little bit, which is good because I felt it was a little bit too bright for every day. This is the True Match Super Blendable Powder. So you guys can see, I like it. Hit pan. True Match, my color is an 8, which I think is neutral 8. And I'm going to be using the same brush that I used the foundation for. You guys don't need 15,000 brushes. You can use the same brush to do multiple things. And so I'm going to just spread it on the areas that I didn't highlight, okay? Around here. This powder actually has a decent amount of coverage to where you can wear this by itself if you really just wanted to. So the next product that I'm going to be using is Shea Moisture. This is the illuminating powder in Mandalay Dusk, and one of my favorite powder bronzers, contour products. I am applying it right here in the hollows of my face, really, really lightly. Next up, guys, is the blush. I'm using this right here. This is a blush by Black Radiance. It is the color Raspberry. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, come on, come on. It's a matte blush. Gotta really watch myself when it comes to the blush. I tend to over apply sometimes because I just, oh gosh. It's just so pretty. Ooh. See, I think I over applied on this side. If that happened to you too, take your foundation brush and lightly go over it, and it'll tone things down just a bit. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and move into my eye color. I really wanna show you guys what I do when I don't wanna put eyeshadow on, which I wanna tell you guys is probably 60% of the time when I don't wanna do an eyeshadow look, okay? I'm going to take another blush that I have. It's also by Black Radiance, and the color is called Toasted Almond. I'm gonna take a Sedona Lace blending brush and I'm gonna dip it in there, and I'm going to apply it right in here, okay? In this area. And this is also teach you guys a way to use your products for different things, you know? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm taking this blush by Black Radiance. It's like a warm, it's kind of like terracotta. Oh gosh, it's beautiful. And just use it right here in the crease. And then I'm gonna take the powder that I use for my face. I'm telling you guys, like, y'all don't need to do the most. People be trying to get on here and doing the most. Like, you don't need to. I'm gonna dip it in there so you guys can see. And then I'm gonna blend out the edges of this other shadow that I laid down just above. Okay, just above. I'm gonna use this again and I'm gonna apply it all over my lid. I'm still gonna use one brush so you guys can honestly see. You guys don't need like a whole lot. Apply it just on my lid. Okay, it doesn't even have to be perfect. I'm gonna take the bronzer that I used by Shea Moisture. Same brush. I'm gonna dip it in there, and then I'm gonna just get like the creases right here. Guys, I do this a whole lot. People be thinking I'm putting a whole lot of makeup on or a whole lot of eyeshadow on. If only y'all knew. If only y'all knew. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna be using is a highlighter. I'm gonna go back to the cheeks. It is one by Black Radiance. It's called Ginger Snap. I don't wanna show you guys it because it's broken and kind of embarrassing, but I really like it. It helps to give like a soft, I'm trying to be really careful with it. It gives you a really soft glow. I'm gonna use the same blush brush that I use. I applied the product on one side and then I'm gonna apply it right in here. So you guys see it? It's called Ginger Snap, so it's really, really pretty. Gives a nice soft glow to the cheeks. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna go back to the eyes for a second. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal, what is this thing called? Linear Intense in the color Black. It's a liquid liner. There are only 2 liquid liners that I use from the drugstore, and this is one of them. Mainly because I don't like felt tip liners. It's not gonna be like a wing eyeliner or anything. This is literally just going across my natural line and just defining it a little bit. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lashes. And I know lashes may be intimidating for some, but I think you should give them a try because they really just take your makeup look to the next level, especially if you don't have a lot going on like like my look right now. And so this is one that I bought from the beauty supply store. So not from the drugstore, but you can find Ardell from the drugstore, so definitely check it out. The number I'm using is a 747 smalls. I'll give you an idea of what they look like. They're very thin and natural looking. So that's what we're gonna go with now, especially because I don't have a lot going on the eyes. I'm using my Duo adhesive, and the color I'm using it is in dark tones, the one that's dark, which I like to use when I don't have a whole lot of eyeshadow going on or makeup on my eyes. And another one that I like from the drugstore is the one by Revlon. That one is awesome. You apply it just to the band of the eyelash, and the key is to let this thing sit for a little while. So this is what it looks like, guys. All right, you got your glue on the band. What I'm doing now is I'm applying it directly on my lash line. Now see that? So I set the middle where I want it to be first. So on the outside, and lay that down as well. And then I use the back of the tweezer to sort of just push it in there. And then go here in the middle. Every time I try to do this on camera, it never works. Okay, so we go in the front, we do the same thing. And then I use the back of this to just push everything in where it's supposed to be, okay? And then once I do that, I take my fingers and I just kind of mush everything together. What you might have to do, and I do this all the time, and I put eyelashes on kind of frequently, is go back and fix your eyeliner. And so I'm gonna go right in here, do one of those numbers, and it's just to camouflage them a little bit better. There's nothing wrong with going back and messed up. There's nothing wrong with going back and fixing it, okay? That's what I'm doing now with my concealer brush. That was kind of helpful. I'm gonna do the other one off camera because that was a hot mess trying to do that. I'm gonna use a color that I really like by Manani? Who's Manani? By Milani, and the color is Matte Glam, so it's from the Matte collection. Ooh, it's so soft and smooth on the lips. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara today. I'm gonna admit this is gonna be the only high-end product that I'm gonna use for this tutorial, because I just realized that I don't have any drugstore mascara. Like, all the mascara that I have is high-end. Makeup Forever, Cargo, well, no, Cargo is in the drugstore. Technically, I can go get that mascara because we have Cargo in Duane Reade here in New York. Yeah, I'm not gonna go get it. So to finish it up, I'm gonna go use the Hydrating Mist, again from Derma E. It says you can use it at any time to cool, refresh, and moisturize skin. It also says spray over makeup to set in place. Spray this all over just to help. Oof, and it smells so good, this product. And that's what it is. So let me take down this hair and then we'll talk for a little bit. Alright guys, I needed a second to take down the hair. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Really not always about the products. You can find some really good things in the drugstore, so I just wanted this video to help inspire you to just pick up a few things and start playing around in makeup. Start using your blushes as eyeshadows and whatever to create a professional look for work, or a nice clean fresh look for every day, or even a nice simple pretty look for church or for a date. So I just wanted to help you guys who are just starting off and give you guys I would say mostly drugstore tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely stay tuned. There are plenty more makeup tutorials to come. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Snapchat, and on my vlog channel. All the links, usernames, and all that will be down below. I'd love to see you guys in between videos on those different social media platforms. Yeah guys, I love you so much. I hope you guys are well and in good spirits, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. And as always, God bless.